Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at a budget 60% mechanical keyboard that I just got in the mail the other day. This keyboard comes in at around $65 on Amazon. I will have a link in the top of the description if you guys want to check it out at all. But this is really kind of my first entry into mechanical keyboards. And this one is coming from Asceny. I've actually reviewed one of their products in the past. And honestly, I've got to say I'm really enjoying this keyboard so far. And I think for the price point, you guys really cannot beat this deal at all. Now I'm going to go super in depth into the switches, into the keycaps, and into everything. But before we get too far into the video, if you guys haven't already liked and subscribed to the channel, make sure to go ahead and do so. I'm going to be decking this keyboard out and my other keyboard out. I'm actually really excited. I have a ton of new stuff coming in the very near future, so make sure you guys are subscribed and have the notification bell on so you guys know when my videos go live. And I guess we'll go ahead and jump right into the review. Alright, so first of all, I just wanted to let you guys know that I got the optical Gatoron blue switches in this keyboard. Now I'll provide you guys a typing test later on in the video, but just know that you guys are getting Gatoron blue switches, and they're very loud, very clicky. And if you live with your parents, which I don't personally, but if you live with your parents or you have a roommate or you have someone that like is in the same room as you, I would recommend going with Gatoron browns maybe, or just going with a different option other than the blues. Personally, the only other keyboard that I've used is actually a Razer Huntsman Tournament Edition, which is relatively quiet compared to this keyboard. So I actually really like the change of pace, and I really like the clicky feel that these offer. I found myself playing a little bit better actually in FPS shooters with these clicky switches. So I don't know if it was just like having a new keyboard or having new switches, but I think switching it up honestly just helps anything really. Adding a fresh new feel to your keyboard can honestly be a game changer as far as productivity or gaming. But we'll go ahead and get into the box and everything that you go ahead and get with it. So starting off, you guys get the white Asceny box, and it has their mountain branding on the top, which looks very nice. In the box, you actually get some extra keycaps. You guys can add a little bit of color to your keyboard. Honestly, a really nice touch, and I'll show a little B-roll on screen, but I actually added them to my Razer Huntsman Tournament Edition. The pink keycaps you see on there are actually the ones that I got with the Asceny keyboard, and you get a couple other colors as well, so they add cool accents to other keyboards, or if you want to put it on your Asceny keyboard, you could. You also get a keycap puller, and then you get a switch puller as well, so you can hot swap your switches, which I'm super excited to do in the future on the channel. And then you also get a USB Type-C cable in there as well, which is braided and of pretty nice quality as well. So if we get into the keyboard, I'll go ahead and show you guys some B-roll of the stock keycaps that actually come on it. You guys get what feels like PBT keycaps, but also they aren't entirely PBT. It seems like a PBT material on the surface, like the top of the key, but when you get to the sides of it, the sides are actually shiny and seem almost like ABS or some other type of material. I can actually show you guys right here. I unplugged my keyboard and I have it right here, but I replaced all the keycaps, the white and the black ones, with double shot PBT keycaps from Razer. The only key that I left on stock is actually the spacebar, which as you guys see actually looks really nice with the branded logo on it. But if you guys can see that glossy side, hold on, it's focusing on my face. You guys can see that glossy side on the spacebar. That's what I'm talking about when I mean that all of the keys that comes with it, with the stock keyboard, actually had that shiny side. So I'll show you, I actually have one of the keycaps that I already removed, but if I can get my camera to focus on this, there you go. So as you guys can see, you get that matte finish on the top of it, but right when you go to that side, you get that glossy finish, and it makes the keyboard sound a lot different than like the PBT material. Like the click you guys get is a little bit different with these, and I prefer the full PBT keycaps over this as far as like sound and feel goes. But I do have to say that the glossy side does make the RGB stand out a little bit more on the keyboard. But personally, when I put the white keycaps on, and I'll give you guys some B-roll of the RGB on this, the white keycaps make a world of the difference when you get into like the RGB, and the RGB shining through the white. It just gives it so much of a better look in my personal opinion. And I think if you guys are spending over $50 on a mechanical keyboard, you guys should be getting keycap replacements. You guys should be replacing your keycaps like right away. I just feel like it makes a world of a difference as far as feel wise, typing wise. And those Razer PBT keycaps are like $20 to $25, as I've mentioned in my other videos. Just a super cheap option. I'll leave a link if you guys want to check them out in the description. But yeah, we'll go ahead and jump a little bit into like the switches and everything like that. So I got Gatoron optical blue switches. Now I do want you guys to know that if you want to swap out the switches, you need to swap them out with optical switches. So you can swap them out with optical Gatoron browns, reds or yellows if you really want to, but just know that optical switches are different than other switches, so you can't just find any switch out there on the market and put it in here. You need to do your research, figure out which ones you can use and which ones you can't. But I'll show you guys on screen. Right when you pull off the keycap, you guys actually get that metal switch puller as well in the box, so you can take that, put it on either side of the switch and just pull it right out. Then if you wanted to swap them out, lube them or put them back in, you guys can. And I think that's one of the very enticing offers of this keyboard. The fact that for $65 you guys are getting a mechanical keyboard with hot swappable switches. Honestly, I feel like there just isn't another option that's better at this price point. But I think I've covered pretty much anything in this video. Hopefully I'm not missing anything. If you guys have any specific questions about this keyboard, make sure to go ahead, leave them in the comment section down below, and I will answer all of them to the best of my ability. For those who are still watching, I really appreciate it. I have some artisan keycaps coming in. I have some custom space bars coming in as well, and some custom coiled cables for my keyboard as well. So we've got tons of new content coming in the very near future. I appreciate all you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video on the channel. Peace.